So we know that we can perform volumetric or coulometric KF titration. But which method is the best for our sample? It depends on the sample properties, such as water content, physical form, if it is solid or liquid, sample solubility, reactivity, and thermal stability. You may be surprised by some of the properties listed here, but some of them force method modifications, such as the use of a homogenizer or a KF oven. And in case of KF oven, sample's thermal stability is also important. These special modifications are not part of this training, so if you want to learn how to analyze problematic samples, go to the advanced Karl Fischer Titration training. What also should be considered when selecting a KFT method is the required accuracy level. For example, if we have samples that usually contain 1% of water, to obtain accurate results, we should analyze them by coulometry. However, if our specification for that product says that the water content should be less than 5 or 10%, and we are not interested in exactly how much water they contain, we can freely analyze them by volumetry. Here is a table with general recommendations for sample properties important for KFT. If our sample has more than 10% of water, it is recommended to use volumetry. If it has less than 0.01%, so 100 ppm of water, it is recommended to use coulometry, especially with diaphragm, as this version gives more accurate results. If water content is between 0.01% and 10%, both methods can be used. As you know, coulometry is very accurate, so it is very sensitive also to additional moisture coming into the vessel from the air. For this reason, coulometric vessel should not be opened to dose the sample. It is the best if the sample is liquid. If you don't need to be very accurate, you can also analyze solid samples by coulometry, but this is not recommended. Liquid samples can be analyzed by both methods. Sometimes some problematic properties of the sample, like solubility or reactivity, do not force method modification, but only the use of special reagents. In volumetry, there are almost no limitations related to the special composition of reagents. However, in coulometry, it depends on the version of the generator electrode. In case of the electrode with diaphragm, there are no limitations on the special composition of reagents, with one exception, which I will explain later. But if you have a generator electrode without diaphragm, you should not use any reagents with a special composition, as you will get incorrect results. So each method has some limitations in use. That is why you should always analyze the properties of your samples before choosing a method and before buying a titrator.